Let me put on my robe. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm naked. I'm naked. Let me put on my robe. Now, yesterday on this stream, I dropped a rant where I ranted about all the things I saw with the lead up to Rivals 2 and a lot of the problems that I was seeing. And I said everything I said out of what I seen. And I just want to formally say, I apologize for the fact that I even made this shit sound like an apology. Fuck is you talking about? I don't regret nothing. But I do love platform fighters. So I love to see the fact that this game is indeed winning. We got some crazy news today. Vibrant new fighting game, Rivals of Aether 2, is off to a flyer on Steam. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. Why is my shit? Activate. Okay. Like I was saying, as this article says, Rivals 2 is off to a flying start on Steam with a day one player count that's 3 times higher than its predecessor's all-time record. Now, I seen this before I found out what I'm about to say, what y'all probably already know next. And I was like, look, I dropped that rant today, respectfully, day that the game came out, whatever. I don't regret nothing I said in that rant, because a lot of the stuff I said in that rant is still like valid points. But I'm surprised and shocked in a good way. I'm happy that their numbers are 3 times higher than the numbers that they had for Steam alone on their OG. But another thing that I found out later on is this. Why does this shit keep acting up? Hold on, let me keep it on my ear so I can hear. Boom. Oh, because my shit keeps shooting too. Oh! Somehow I started recording as well. I'm sitting here wondering why my shit is going crazy. That's why. Another thing. What the fuck? Wait, am I not connected to the internet? Okay, no, it just for some reason thought that was a browser code, whatever. But like I was saying, I'm all over the place because my computer was fucking up for the last few minutes, so I was recording. Boom, look. You go to the Steam top sellers charts. I know I'm all over the place in this intro, but you go to the Steam top sellers charts. What do you see at second? What do you see at second? Rivals of Aether. Now, for a little while earlier, it was outselling Call of Duty, but you know, Call of Duty is Call of Duty, so it caught up and went over. But what the fuck? I just realized that. How the hell you got a 10% discount and the game just came out? The game isn't even a day old and they giving a damn discount. What the oh wait, is this a special Halloween bundle? I could buy. I might look at that. But point is, this game, even if for a brief period, was outselling Call of Duty. And I heard, I didn't look it up, but I heard that this was this had more people playing on Steam than, god damn, why Concord gotta pop up first? That this joint right now on Steam has higher numbers than Black Ops 6. So we'll look at Black Ops 6. I heard that this had 100. I'm not even gonna look at it. On Black Ops 6, then Rivals 2. Now I heard this shit had more than Call of Duty. So we're gonna look. We're gonna see what Call of Duty is. Does it not have any data for today? This shit ain't got no fucking 100,000. It got 11,000. I'm still proud though. I love to see this, and it's probably gonna keep going up and up and up as this game gets more good PR and more people saying good things about the game. Now I don't know why the fuck I can't see the numbers for Call of Duty, but whatever. Niggas told me this game had 100,000 people online. Fucking cap. Fucking cap. I'm looking at the numbers right now. It's 11,000. It's 11,000 and rising. And it just hit its all-time peak 14 minutes ago. Which, just to let y'all know, it is 9 o'clock at night. Which, hey man, I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. I love to see it. I love to see it. I love to see platform fighter games win. I love to see platform fighters games do good, no matter how big or small. Because the biggest game in the space is Smash. And I love Smash and I enjoy Smash. But Smash is still owned by Nintendo, a notoriously shitty company that just hates their community on every level. If you're in the Nintendo community and you're not buying something, the company actively hates you. Now, there are good developers in the business, like, for example, Miyamoto, Sakurai, people of that nature. But the company, the entity itself, Nintendo, does not like none of the people who actually, like, buys and plays their games. But even though that's the case, we're going to talk about Super Smash Bros. Creator Daddy Sax, which that wasn't an intentional segue. It just is what it is. Super Smash Bros. Creator says the $600,000 he spent on his YouTube channel was an investment towards a brighter future for games, so it's fine he made no money off it. Let me read that again. Super Smash Bros. Creator, aka Daddy Sax, aka Masahiro Sakurai, said, he went on the record and said that he spent $600,000, probably more than that. It was probably like 623,000 and some crazy odd number like that. But he says he spent $600,000 on his channel, on his YouTube channel. He made no money off of it. And he did it because it was an investment towards a brighter future for the games industry. Like the other day when I was sitting up here talking about, like, I'm so glad Masahiro Sakurai is the developer of Smash. Even though this nigga probably should take a fucking break from mental health or some shit like that, that he, for the love of the game, has a sleeping bag rolled up. He, every day, every morning, this nigga Sakurai rolls up his sleeping bag. Wait, hold up, some ketchup packets fell. Gotta keep that ketchup on me next to my desk. You never know when a goddamn mustard goblin might walk in your room and you need to spray that bitch with ketchup to make it dissipate. Anyway, he got a sleeping bag rolled up at all times that he keeps under his desk because he know he's finna spend many a sleepless nights in that bitch. I'm just so glad that didn't hit the power button on my computer. I would have been pissed. But like I was saying, he know he's gonna spend many a sleepless nights in that bitch. Please let it not have broke off. Please let it not have broke off. Please, please, please. Okay, it didn't. Okay, the audio's still good. But like I said, Daddy Sakurai, Daddy Sax, he does this shit for the love of the game. He does it for the love of the game, B. He does it for the love of the game. He don't need Smash. The amount of money he can make off of royalties for this game, he don't need it. And I was having a conversation with some friends in Discord earlier, and one thing we was talking about is we heard Sakurai say, you know what he says at the end of every Smash game, I don't want anything to do with Smash ever again. But then he turns around and he does it again. And just for those of y'all who aren't in the know, the person who's developed all 5, like been the lead developer for all 5 Super Smash Bros. Games, Masahiro Sakurai, aka Daddy Sax, for the past 3 Smash games, he's been 3, 4, 5 Smash games, additions, whatever. He's been saying, I don't want to work on Smash anymore, just to get up, turn around, and work on it again. So, for those of y'all who aren't aware, after he made Smash 64, he didn't even know he was making Melee. Basically, the company said, hey, we're making a sequel to that Smash Bros. Game because it made us a lot of money and we think it can make us even more. Either you're going to develop it or we're going to get somebody to develop it. He was like, all right, fuck it, I might as well make it. I didn't want to make a sequel, but fuck it, I'll get up and I'll make it. After Melee, he said, I don't want to never make a Smash game again. Miyamoto came to him personally, took time out his motherfucking day that he didn't have to take out, because any other company, they would have said, you don't want to develop it? Move. Who would have developed this game? You? Come in. Sit down at this desk and develop this darn game. That's what any other company would have did. But Miyamoto respected the people that worked under him. He respects the people in his camp. So he went to Sakurai and he said, look, there's not much I could do besides give you a set of facts to help you guide your decision. Whether you like it or not, there's gonna be a Smash Brothers on our next console, the Revolution, the Wii. For those of y'all who didn't know, the code name of the Wii was the Revolution. Our next console that we're developing, the Revolution, they are going to put a Smash Bros game on there. It's your choice as to whether you develop a whole new game for that console or whether we just port Melee over to the Wii and add online into it. He said, fuck it, I didn't want anything to do with this franchise, but I can't let y'all soil my name and my legacy like that. Then he got up and he made a piece of shit game that everybody loves called Super Smash Brothers Melee. I mean, Super Smash Brothers Brawl. After Brawl, he said, okay, I'm done for real. They said, sure about that? He was like, bro, come on. Come on, I don't work on this game no more. They said, where you don't? That's facts. We seen you worked on that little, you made that little Kid Icarus game. Yeah, that shit is gonna be a cult classic in the future or something like that, but nobody brought that shit. You like making money, right? Nigga, I'm gonna make money regardless. That's Sakurai. I'm gonna make money regardless. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, but you don't care about money, do you? You care about your legacy. Yeah, I do. This was gonna happen. This new Wii U console, yeah, we're gonna put a Smash game on that. And fuck it, we want one on the 3DS because wouldn't that be a cool idea to be able to play Smash Bros on the go? Oh my god, fuck it, well, I'll develop it. Damn, bro, I'll develop it. So he came back yet again and he developed Smash 4. Then, after Smash 4, he said, I don't want anything to do with this game franchise ever again. I never want to make another sequel. They say, yo, Sakurai, we know you're going to develop another game, but before you roll up that sleeping bag that you put under your desk, even though you have free will to go home whenever the fuck you want to, what if we make another one for our next console coming out, the Nintendo NX? So what do you think about that? And like, Sakurai was really standing there. In his brain, he was like, I'm gonna stand on business this time. 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 Fuck it, I'll make another one. And he threw the sleeping bag right back under the damn table. I love to see it, man. I love to see it. I love to see it. And I'll tell you that like a bridge version of the story of the history of every Smash game the last 5, we don't talk about Melee, fuck 3DS, but the last 5 Smash games being developed by Daddy Sax. And the reason why I talk about that is he doesn't develop games for money necessarily. Like, he could just be one of these greedy ass developers just developing game after game for money, for buck after buck for the company, just because he know the company is gonna pay him. And like I said last time, he could do like Butch Hartman. I'm gonna fix my sound while I'm talking, y'all. One second. He could pull a Butch Hartman and basically just make everybody else do the work and then sit back and say, yeah, y'all like my show? Because he was the one who came up with the original concept and did not a goddamn thing else on the show. He could do that, but Daddy Sax is actually sitting there playing different games. Daddy Sax is actually doing research, actually studying games and what gamers like, and he understands what gamers like because he himself is a gamer. He loves the industry. He is a video game developer because he loves video games, not because he loves money and video games make money. No, he been doing this shit before it was profit in it for real. He been doing this shit before it was probably even $1 million industry. He was doing this shit when it was like a couple $100,000 industry, like for a lead developer or something like that. So for him to be in this position and for him to spend $600K on a YouTube channel that he made no money from, where he taught people his philosophy and making games, him being one of the people who made one of the most successful game franchises in all of gaming history, spending $600,000 on a channel that's on a channel that he could easily monetize. He spent $600,000 on a channel that off his first video. Sakurai could have put a video on the damn page of him going, arigato, and never posted another video on the internet for the rest of his existence, the rest of his being, the rest of his life. That was my phone notification. Yes, that's my actual phone notification. For the rest of his life, he could have never posted nothing, and he would have been able to monetize and get a good monthly check from just making that channel and getting money from that channel every goddamn month. But he didn't. He made the channel. He never went through the steps to monetize it or make any money back off of it for the love of the fucking game. And look, they said the channel got 80 million views, and he never seen a single fucking cent off of that. He hasn't seen a single yen coin, whatever. I don't know how Japanese money works. He never seen a yen coin, whatever it's called, off of it. That's some for the love of the game head ass shit. Do they actually have an actual article here? Okay, cool. Explaining that oh wait, no. In his final video uploaded earlier that day, Daddy Sax announced that he'd actually filmed almost all of his 260 releases more than 2 years ago, and had spent much of the time since working on whatever the next Smash game is. Explaining that much of the content was written and originally filmed in a 6-month window between projects in 2022. So he was working a full-time job. And just know, the way Sax works, he don't work no damn 40 hours a week, clock in, clock out, go home. No, like I said, sleeping bag under the desk. 80 hours a week. That's the type time he the type person to work. 80 hours a week. His wife probably work at the same studio he do, so he ain't gotta go home. And as far as I'm aware, he don't got kids, but it really don't matter. For this example, his wife or his family at work with him. So, in between working a full-time job, this nigga also maintained and made content for the betterment of the game industry that he did not profit off. Nintendo didn't tell him to do this. Nintendo didn't ask him to do this. In fact, they might have probably asked him to stop doing this shit for the simple fact it takes away time from developing a game that actually makes them money. He spent his own money and time making this shit for developers to come and watch it all for free. All for free. He took money out of his pocket. Well, actually, for negative money. He made negative money making this series. It's not a lot of game developers that would do that. I'm always the type of person, I'ma uplift everybody that deserves uplifting. Sakurai explained, oh wait, no, I read that. Explained that for the past 2 years, he's been working closely with a video editing firm, as well as a team of translators to allow his consistent uploads. That's true, because if you look at his channel, every last one of the videos that he's done, they all have English captions and captions for different languages. Not only like in the actual video itself, like on the video, you know how like you could edit it in, not saying he's using CapCut, but you know how on CapCut people put the captions on screen, or like on TikTok and whatnot, like the captions are actually baked into the video on screen, and everything is, you'll see it on top in English and on bottom in Japanese or whatnot. Those two expenses, as well as a few extra costs, came to a total of 90 million yen. While he spent 90 million yen on this. He spent 10 million 9 times. He spent 1 million 90 times just to get no return. While he acknowledges the weakness of the yen currently, that makes that figure seem bigger than it is, it still amounts to a little under 600,000 with modern conversion rates. Daddy Sax also explains that the figure could easily be significantly higher, as it doesn't take into account all the time he spent writing scripts, recording footage, and editing drafts. If you assigned a figure to that work by outsourcing it, he suggested, it would surely cause your production costs to skyrocket. So not only did Daddy Sax film all the videos, write all the scripts for the videos, he took time away from developing the game that he's supposed to be developing. Like I said, which is, we all know it's the next Smash. He took time away from his baby, his $1 million baby, Smash Bros, to make this series for the love of the game. I'm not even a video game developer, and I've watched an episode here and there. For the love of the game. Now, my only thing is, I wish they were dubbed in English. Like, I wish you would have worked with like a team of voice actors to dub it, but low-key, that's asking for too much for some shit he did for free. Okay, he didn't do this for profit. He's not one of these people that's a game developer trying to teach other game developers where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna teach you this thing in the video, but if you actually want to learn about this thing, go ahead and buy my course. No, the whole shit is free on YouTube. The channel's not monetized, so it's none of that. I click on a video and I see an ad, and now I'm getting mad that I'm seeing the ad. No, channel's not monetized. And I'm assuming the channel's not monetized because whenever I watch one of his videos, we used to watch one of his videos before I started using like ad block and stuff like that, I still wouldn't see ads. Nigga's content is not monetized and he's doing all this shit. But for all that output, Sakurai hasn't seen a single yen back from his project because the entire thing isn't monetized. So I was right. I didn't read this article before. I didn't pre this article, none of that. So I was right. None of this shit is monetized. He's doing this for the love of the game. It's hard to get a true sense of how much Sakurai could have made from the videos, but having garnered over 80 million views across his Japanese and English language channels, an average YouTube return, I was gonna go do the math if they didn't include it here. Okay, an average YouTube return of $6 per 1,000 views. I don't know about 6 per 1,000 because well, actually, no, he has family-friendly content, so he would be able to get the full 6. Yeah, that seems about right. YouTube return of $6 per 1,000 views suggests he'd have made back a little under 500,000. With a final video and any future views adding to that total, there's a chance that Sakurai could have broken even on the project eventually. He does joke twice that the decision not to monetize the channel was a silly one, but he has his reasons for making that decision. However, and I truly mean this, Daddy Sax said, I consider this an investment towards a brighter future for games, outlining his hopes that players will use his archive of videos to gain a greater appreciation for game design, and developers will use it as inspiration if they're stuck. The jury is still out for now, he admits, but for the money I'd put into it, I'd say the channel turned out well enough. And for that, let's look and see how many videos he has. Because this video, I'll eventually watch it. But whenever I watch this, it has to be like during when I'm eating or something like that. This man has dropped 270 videos. His oldest video, the first one, has 700,000. His most popular video has 700,000. Okay? So just to let y'all know, just so y'all could see, he could have been making bread off of these videos. He could have been making bread off of these videos. All right? Bread. He got videos from 2 years ago about that's 100,000. His lowest videos is probably the ones that just dropped that got like 10,000. Look, 12 days ago he dropped a video, 100,000. 8 days ago, 50,000. Fucking 4 days ago, 6,000. 4 days ago, 10. 300,000 1 day ago, but that's because it's the last video in the series. But still, he could have been making bread off of these videos. I'm telling y'all, when I say it is very rare to see a developer that does shit for the love of the game and not the love of greed, we gotta uplift them. We gotta put them up. We gotta put them up, man. We got to, because there's not too many developers out here that get the chance to actually make a good game, because there's a lot of good games held back by the fact that there's some corporate dickhead that doesn't know what they're talking about, never played a game in their life. They're still of that stupid ass belief that only kids should play games like shit like Call of Duty, and the next game we're about to talk about, Space Marines, don't exist. They're sitting over there, dick on the shoulder, the developer looking at them like, yeah, that shit look fire. Yeah. Add some microtransactions to it. Like, But like I was saying, one game that isn't bogged down by dumbass overlords is Space Marines 2. Now recently they had some updates that they added to the game that did dumb shit, and it was a TikTok I saw a couple days ago